The single greatest powder keg in the world is the Taiwan Strait, where a PRC invasion of Taiwan or a blockade could conceivably cause the gravest global catastrophe since World War II. According to Bloomberg Economics, the cost of a war over Taiwan would cost $10 trillion, 10% of global GDP. It would exceed the cost of the global financial crisis and the global pandemic. Does the Treasury Department conduct economic and financial simulations or war games to determine the impacts of a possible conflict and determine what actions that we as a country should take in advance to mitigate those impacts?
Well, the National Security Council and the interagency, I don't want to detail steps that they've taken, but certainly the risks from the Taiwan Strait have commanded their attention and preparation.
And I'm uniquely concerned about the lack of enforcement as it relates to oil sanctions with Iran. And as we look at the target of Iranian oil revenues, has Treasury sanctioned any of the Chinese entities purchasing Iranian oil products? And if so, how many?
I'm not aware that we have, but we have certainly tried to stop those oil shipments by sanctioning shippers and others involved with them.
So you've sanctioned some. Should we be looking at the ultimate purchaser of the oil, which in many cases is China? I mean, you said you haven't implemented any sanctions vis-a-vis China, which is obviously one of the largest buyers of Iranian oil. Is that something of concern?
I'll need to get back to you on that.
Treasury officials are in China this week, and reports indicate that you're considering a visit later this year. Would you be willing to raise this issue with Chinese officials, either through through people who currently work at Treasury or through yourself, if you choose to take a visit to China?
I will discuss it with people at Treasury.
Would you be willing to discuss it with your Chinese counterparts?
I want to understand the issue and concerns around it before I make any such promise.
How would you respond to concerns that China should not receive a high-level visit if it's purchasing oil from Iran? Do you think that should alter a decision by you or others from Treasury to engage and visit China?
We have many differences with China and concerns about its behavior, but President Biden and President Xi agreed that we should talk to one another and create channels for exchanging information and sharing our concerns and discussing them. It's a way to stabilize our relationship, and my dialogues with my Chinese counterparts are intended to do that. I have very honestly and thoroughly in past engagements explained many issues that concern us about China's economic behavior.